to the finals or the regional finals. Bahenting, nice pass. Mundas blocked again by Moral this time. That's 6 blocks already. Domingo skying high and picks up a Baterbonia foul. The smallest player from Central Luzon against the tallest player from the Davao region. That little hesitation cost Mundas and added another block for Central Luzon. Domingo gets the first and 2. Lead us back to 4 for Central Luzon. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Oh, Domingo tracks down his own miss. Moral swings it out. Guevara is a knockdown three-pointer. Yep, right on cue. 7-point lead, the biggest para sa Patriots. Timeout for the Eagles. Well, the Patriots humming like a well-oiled machine. Dito sa first half. I believe that's Governor Pineda of Pampanga helping out a little bit in the coaching duties. Very involved with the team. Governor Pineda, he was here since the quarterfinals. So let's see the play drawn up by Coach Evangelio. Bahenting kicks it out. Pellegrino has struggled from beyond the arc. They bring it into Laroya. Out to Bahenting. 11 on the shot clock. Mundas out to Pellegrino. This is not working out. And they throw it away. Absolute disarray. That's set for the Davao Eagles. They have 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and this will be a baseline inbound for Mundas. All teams have plays for this. Boholano spots up as the shot clock expired. Now Domingo. Guevara just finished knocking down a 3, and this one, he's showing off a little bit using the glass. And now the biggest lead para sa Central Luzon. They're up by 10. Bad pass. Early meltdown here for the Davao region. Here's a look at that go-ahead pass. Just taking advantage of the lapses in defense of the Davao region. Central Luzon with their first double-digit lead of this semifinals. Just a little over 2 minutes after the previous timeout, Coach Jess Evangelio calling another one as Central Luzon sparking themselves a mini run to extend their lead to 10 points with a little over a minute remaining in the first half. Domingo. The Patriots looking to pad the lead further. Illescas, the cut by Guevara. Reverse, no good. And a foul on Guevara. That's the second team foul para sa Central Luzon. Gotta get some field goals in and build momentum going into the half if you're the Davao Eagles. Mundas Delica with the cut. Delica lost it. Turnover. And I'm looking at Coach Evangelio. He's pleading with the team. He's asking for something, and he's missing something. They haven't brought it. They haven't shown it yet. But he knows the Eagles have it. Final 20 seconds. 3-second separate game and shot clock. Moral knows it. Mendiola back out to Moral. 6 to shoot. Kenji Moral. Oh, what a beautiful little fancy layup para kay Kenji Moral. And at the buzzer, there's a 12-point lead for Central Luzon. And they have shut down practically the offense of the Davao Eagles with tremendous defense and then high-flying acrobatic shots by Kenji Moral. And giving them this double-digit advantage, 37-25 Central Luzon versus Davao Region at the half. (37-25) in the semifinal matchup. Central Luzon Regional Athletic Association leading by 12 against Davao Regional Athletic Association. Good matchup to watch out for is Edvil Mundas of Davao against Kenji Moral of Central Luzon. Both players, the only ones in double digits for their respective teams. But right now, everything falling in the favor of Kenji Moral and the Patriots of Central Luzon. They're up by 12. And their defense has limited the offense of Edvil Mundas and the Eagles of the Davao region. Leading scorers, as we mentioned, Mundas Moral, Cayetano with 6, and Paterbonia 4 for the Davao region, 8 and 5, Guevara and Domingo for Central Luzon. Final 20 minutes to determine who moves on to the finals. Will it be last year's first runner-up or the Eagles, who are, by tradition, this is what they do every single half. They're down on a knee. They're back up again. Let's see if that ritual serves them well here in the second half. They've only led by 3 points and no more. Guevara will start along with Moral, Mendiola, Ilyeska, and Domingo. Ito ang Patriots of Central Luzon. Samantalang ang Eagles of the Davao region, Pellegrino, Mundas, Paterbonia, Laroya, and Bahentin. With the catch, the kick out. Guevara for 3. Too strong. Paterbonia secures the loose ball. Oh, but Moral too quick for Paterbonia. Ball slapped away, and another possession para sa Patriots. Moral lost it, and a traveling violation as well. Moral, I mean, he is a great two-way player. He's shown it here. Getting steals and then attacking on the other end. Pellegrino has struggled from the field today. What a nice pass to Baterbonia. Looked like a lucky shot. Baterbonia, bothered by Mendiola on defense, threw it up and got it to bounce in off the glass. 10-point game. Ilyeska wants an ISO, working on Baterbonia. Ilyeska. Now Mendiola. 8 seconds to shoot. Domingo. And an offensive foul. Illegal pick set by Mendiola. So 2 empty possessions para sa Central Luzon to kick things off here in the second half. This can't allow Davao to make a run. Guevara will come out. Mendoza checks in. Just a little over a minute gone by dito sa ating third quarter. Mundas. Here's Pellegrino. Inside to Baterbonia. 10 on the shot clock. Pellegrino. Great fake. Great fake by Laroya. Lets the big fly by and puts it in. Great way to handle the blocking defense by these bigs ng Central Luzon. Domingo for 3. Off the front of the rim. Pellegrino. No numbers para sa Eagles. Mundas. Mahinting spots up. Shot was way off. Ilyeska. Reverse. Hurried the shot. Baterbonia diving for it, and he travels again. A little 4-point run for the Davao region. They were down by 12. Now they're within 8. No field goals yet for Central Luzon in over 2 minutes. Good intercept on the pass from the inbound or baseline inbound. Laroya to Mundas. 6 unanswered points by the Eagles, and they're within 6 now. Mendiola working on Laroya. Ilyeska. Ilyeska on turnaround. Wala. Ball in the hands of Baterbonia. Pellegrino is running. He has nobody with him. 1 against 3. Pellegrino with a left. Everything but the basket. Steal, Baterbonia. Eagles rejuvenated here in the second half. Moving much better. There's a lot more flow on both ends of the floor. Pellegrino, illegal pick. Set by Laroya as Domingo goes down. That'll hurt. And for Coach Evangelio, you hope this doesn't stop the run. Two-man sub para sa Central Luzon as Calixto and Zapata check in. Domingo working on Bahenting. 2 speedy point guards. Oh, it's a 2-shot foul given to Domingo. Holding foul on Bahenting. Still no points after that first free throw para sa Central Luzon here in the third quarter. And if you're watching us from any of the municipalities in the Davao region, you appreciate this much better start para sa Eagles. 1 out of 2 para kay Domingo at the line. Still a 6-1 run in favor of the Davao region. Mundas for three. Moral recovers after initially losing the pass. Mercado, the spin, the takeaway by Mundas. Terrific defense. Pellegrino on the run. There's going to be a foul. Oh no, they call an offensive foul. Wait a minute. The referees talk it over. The mid-court referee says no. There's, I believe, going to be an overrule. It's going to be a foul on number 22. So they call a foul on Zapata. I think they're saying it should be Calixto. Either way, it's a two-shot foul now, Pellegrino. Zapata was nowhere near the play, so it should have been Calixto the foul. But Pellegrino will shoot two. He has not gotten his groove in this game. Only one field goal out of at least 6 attempts. And these free throws can get him there. From down 12 to within 6 points. Itong Davao region. 1 for 2 para kay Pellegrino. Moral off and running again. Got bumped. Puts it up. Misses. And the rebound. Batarboña. Mahenting has it. They can cut this deficit further. Mundas wants this ISO against Domingo. Now Pellegrino attacks and is fouled by Domingo. He'll go back to the line where he split his free throws. That's the third team foul para sa Central Luzon. Only 2 team fouls for Davao. Pellegrino slowly playing his way back into form from the free throw line. Again, gets the first of 2. Now just a 5-point game. Got it again. It's a 4-point game now. Seven to nothing or 7-1 run para sa Eagles of the Davao region. What a shot for Mercado in traffic using the left hand against a taller defender. First field goal, by the way. That one from Mercado for Central Luzon. Batarboña working inside. Ball is tipped. Batarboña bounces it off Lugtu. Yep, it should stay with the Davao region. Take a look at the smart play by the big man Batarboña on the way down right before he touched down. Threw that ball off the midsection of Lugtu. 7 seconds to shoot for the Davao region. Batarboña misses. Here comes Moral, pushing the pace once again. Moral. The save by Henting right to the hands of Laroya. Terrific hustle shown by Mahenting. Batarboña travels again. Got overexcited after getting the pass. Batarboña will sit down and Boholano checks back in. 6-point game. The last time Davao led was in the first quarter. After trailing by 3, after Central Luzon picked up the lead, they have never looked back. Moral from outside. Got it! That's a 3. All of a sudden, lead back to 9 for Central Luzon. Coming down to the 4-minute mark of the third quarter. Mahenting. Pellegrino, that's a 3. Way off. Now Moral bring it down. Alley-oop, Mercado. It's a 5-point run for the Patriots of Central Luzon. And the lead is back to 11. In the blink of an eye, the double-digit cushion restored for the Patriots, but much needed 3-point field goal para kay Laroya.
And of course, for our medical team headed by Dr. Leonard Tango. Mabuhay po kayo, mga mananagsay.
Moral again with a left this time. Moral pointing to the crowd. Those taking videos, snaps, photos of the action-packed scenes. Another look at this drive. And a little hello to the crowd watching inside the Centennial Arena. It's a 47-37 lead. Central Luzon over the Davao region here in the third. Kenji Moral of the Central Luzon Patriots putting his fingerprints all over this game. Yeah, not seen him as dominant as he has played today over the course of the 5 days of the boys secondary level basketball tournament. Can't wait to see what he can do if they do make it to the finals. Mundas trying to prevent that from happening. Puts a shot in to make it an 8-point game. Mundas getting the rest on the bench. Loop 2 is in. Mercado. Guevara for 3. Short. Offensive rebound. And Mercado attacks. Another 2-shot foul committed by the Davao region. Both teams unbeaten sa kanilang respective groups in the first 3 days of the eliminations, and then also easily took down their opponents in the quarterfinals. Smooth path going to the semis, but for the Davao region, the Eagles facing plenty of turbulence in this matchup against the Patriots of Central Luzon. You saw on your screens Ilieska, Mendiola, and on the far right was Governor Pineda. Materbonia checks back in for Boholano. It's a 9-point game, 48-39. 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Radulla hasn't knocked down a 3. That one's an air ball. Pellegrino, the reverse off an offensive rebound. Mundas, Materbonia, finally on the 4th attempt in that possession, they put it in. Got a 2 out of all that effort. Under 2 minutes to play now. It's a 7-point game. Pick and roll. Calixto is fouled. Calixto, is he bleeding? I don't know what Guevara is pointing at, but if he's bleeding, they've got to take a look at it and tend to it.
May we ask the assistance of our medical team, please?
Maybe it's in the nose. Doesn't look like he got a cut, but it was from this sequence. So Calixto has to be sorted out. He will be replaced, and Ilieska checks in to shoot the free throws. Ren Andre Ilyeska gets the first of two. First semifinal matchup. Central Luzon, last year's first runner-up, lost to NCR. Now up by 9 against the Davao region, a team they beat in last year's semifinals. So they've got history, these two teams. It's turning out to be a rivalry in the Palarong Pambansa. Redulla kicks it out. Bahenting from the elbow. Shots not falling for the Eagles. And a chance to make it a double-digit lead once again for the Patriots. Lugtu spins away from Bahenting. 10 on the shot clock. Ilyeska. Pass taken away. Now Bahenting, the outlet to Mundas. Superb transition defense by the white shirts. Reverse. Boholano no good. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter. These Patriots firmly in control. Mercado, a couple of spins and got nothing but air in that attempt. Still a 9-point cushion though for Central Luzon. A substitution again with Coach Evangelio. Luwage checks in. Replace Pellegrino, who has struggled against the defense of Central Luzon. Mundas has quieted down after knocking in a couple of big threes in the first quarter. Mundas. And the rebound by Ilyeska. He wants for them to take the final shot. And Lugtu knows it. Mercado. Mercado driving, falling down, two players. Ball is loose. And that scuffle will end the third quarter. 4 players went down on the floor. Everybody seems to be okay, just catching their breath. And that perfectly describes the kind of action you see here in the semifinals of the boys secondary level basketball tournament in 2025 Palarong Pambansa. Has put a stamp on this game and has delivered on so many levels. Defense, offense, shots from the outside, and timely incursions. And they have put the Davao Eagles on their heels, down by 9, coming to the final 10 minutes of this semi-final matchup. Winner placed in the finals tomorrow. The loser will end their sojourn here in the 2025 Palarong Pambansa. Boholano inside. And finally gets one in against Mendiola and Ilyeska, his mentors, underneath the basket through 3 quarters. Moral again gets away. Moral misses on the lefty. Tumatakbo si Bahenting. Pellegrino attacks. Pellegrino hanging in midair and fishes the foul from Ilyeska.
Foul on number 14, 2 shots.
First team foul para sa Central Luzon. This is got to be one part of this plan, strategy para sa Davao region. Try to put Central Luzon in early foul trouble. Get yourself to the line and score some points. This is clearly a manageable deficit, pero kailangan nilang makakuha ng konting kumpiyansa. You see Coach Jess Evangelio. A lane violation para sa Central Luzon, so one more free throw coming up para kay Pellegrino. John Mark Pellegrino, 17 years old, starting PG para sa Davao Eagles. 5-point game. Domingo gets away from Bahinting and easily puts it in. No help defense coming. And Bahinting staring at Mundas and some of the bigs. Like, where's the help? Boholano. They swing it around to Redulla. Asking for the pick, Pellegrino. Boholano gives it. Pass taken away. That was a ill-advised pass para kay Pellegrino. Moral in the open court once again. There's a pushing foul called against the Davao region. And no help coming. Zone defense exposed once again by the speed of these dribble drives mula sa Central Luzon. Illescas right down the lane. And a foot made contact with Mundas, and Mundas is in pain. Got him in the groin. Now, obviously, that's incidental contact. Here's another look. Illescas, a big boy. Those are big feet. There's another look. Maybe the midsection or the groin, I don't know. Which one hurts the most? You guys decide. 54-45. It's a 9-point lead para sa Central Luzon. Now, Ed Vilmundas looks okay. He says he's good to go. And he's checking with the referees if there was an illegal act from Illescas. Officials shaking their head. Illescas is a right-hander, so when you lay it up, you come up with a right leg, which includes your right foot. So it seemed like an ordinary basketball play from at least the official's perspective. Mundas will get a rest, get a breather. Bahinting misses. Baterboña blocked again. At least 6 blocks now for Central Luzon. The Patriots are in denial mode. Illescas back-to-back baskets. Big man getting his groove. Lead is back to 11. Almost 2 minutes gone by. The fourth and final quarter. Laroya got it. These hits from beyond the arc are too far and few between para sa Davao region to really mount a run and make a dent on this deficit. Illescas again, what a move. That time's a miss. Baterboña the rebound. Redulla. He's a threat from outside, but so far he has struggled. Redulla attacks. Good no call. And now Central Luzon coming down the other way. Guevara back out to Domingo. They're looking for Moral. And Moral waving everybody out of the way. Moral picks up his own miss, got stripped, but there's going to be a foul. Acrobatic high flyer, Moral is. Yeah, there's some contact there. He's a legitimate complaint. Got hit on the arm. There's body contact as well. Could have very well been on the line right now. He's saying it's supposed to be a two-shot foul. He's not going to get it. He was standing by at the line already. So just the second team foul for Davao. Now Moral pulls up, misses. And Baterbonia the box out. And they call a foul on Mendiola as well. Both with 2 team fouls. So far through the last 2.5 quarters, it's been all Central Luzon, but Baterbonia with an answer. It's a 6-point game. Now got to make stops if you're the Davao region. Good defense by Bahenting, forcing a bad shot para kay Domingo. Bahenting coming down the other way. Bahenting comes up short. And Guevara steps out of bounds. Now Calixto seems to be okay. And he checks in para kay Mendiola. Mercado also comes back in para kay Guevara naman. Baterbonia. Oh! Caught in midair with nothing to do and nowhere to go. Mundas throws it away. Meanwhile, Moral lost his shoe. It's a 4 against 5 here. He's got it on. And Calixto is blocked by Baterbonia. First block para sa Davao region. Mundas sa ilalim. Mundas the fake and the basket. Now it's a 4-point game. Crowd getting into it now. Domingo again working on Bahenting to strip the foul. And it's a 2-shot foul. Davao region, that's their 3rd team foul. Such a wily player who does place at least 3 positions and has moves from outside, dribble drive, and even underneath the basket. First free throw no good para kay Domingo. And Domingo splits his free throws once again. Mantala, si Redulla checks back in, number 13 para sa Davao region. Redulla back out to Pellegrino. Pass inside, taken away almost. No, recovered and then lost out of bounds. Last touch by La Roya. No, they say it's last touch by Ilieska, so it stays with the Davao region. They're catching some breaks here. Itong Eagles. Let's see if they can capitalize. It's a 5-point game with 5:22 remaining in the 4th quarter. Substitution again para kay Coach Evangelio Aspayanban checks in. A short stint para kay Redulla. Is in for barely a minute. One more semi-final game coming up. Western Visayas will take on Southern Tagalog Calabarzon. Shot was challenged. It didn't bother Bayanban. Good decision by Coach Evangelio to put him in. It's a 2-point game. This is the closest Eagles have been since they were down by 12. Moral, an ISO against La Roya. Good defense, Baterbonia. And Moral with a foul. That's going to be the 3rd team foul para sa Central Luzon. That's a tough shot, no matter which way you look at it. Meanwhile, Moral against two defenders. Paterboña swats that one away. Gives Central Luzon a taste of their own medicine. Chance to tie or take the lead with a three. Mundas. Pellegrino for the lead. No. Paterboña hauls it down, blocked from behind. Paterboña picks it back up. And Paterboña fouled underneath. Much better interior passing by Anban to Paterboña. Illesca's complaining about something. But here's by Anban, the patience to find Paterboña, who is fouled. Now big free throws coming up for Rene Clerc Paterboña to try and tie the game at the line.
57-55, 4 minutes and 24 seconds.
Both teams have not tasted defeat in this year's Palarong Pambansa. They've been playing so good. Nothing but net for Paterboña. I think the crowd is split 50-50. Half rooting for Davao, half rooting for Central Luzon. I mean, you hear some boos and cheers all at the same time. Can you imagine if Region 1 was playing today? How loud it was going to be. And that's going to be obviously biased just one way. Paterboña for the tie. In and out. Oh, but it ends up with Laroya. Laroya's fouled. Got the bucket. A 4-point play in the making for the Eagles, who are back up by 1 for the first time in the second half. Credit Munda with a hustle, tipping it from behind Illesca, giving Laroya a shot at the basket.
58-57.
For a 2-point lead. Laroya at the line. And this one finally secured by Moral. Got to prevent him from getting ahead of steam here. And there's a quick foul. Foul down low from Pellegrino on Moral. I mean, you give Moral a 1-2 step advantage, and he will blow by you like you weren't even there. The cut by Mercado. Working on Mundas. The pass. Zapata comes up short. Huge miss para sa Central Luzon. Under 4 minutes to play. Bayanban. Bayanban throws it up. Is fouled shooting a three. Domingo saying he didn't touch him at all. Coach Di Matulak pleading with a sideline referee. And when have you seen that work? Now going for the line for three is Bayanban. There's Coach Felix Di Matulak. He's been with the team the last 3 years. Hard to tell if there was a touch on any part of Bayanban's body, but a timeout nevertheless. 1-point lead, Davao region against Central Luzon, fourth quarter.
Get ready, Western Visayas Region versus Team Calabarzon.
We are packed to the rafters inside the Centennial Arena here in Lawag City, the venue for the basketball tournament, boys secondary level, 2025 Palarong Pambansa. Now Bayanban at the line for 3 free throws. First is good. The last time Davao led was in the first quarter And their biggest lead is 3 points. Ayan, Ban calmly and coolly sinks the second of 3. One more for good measure. Got it. 3 for 3. Biggest lead now para sa Davao region, up by 4. Technical foul on Moral. Bad news here para sa Central Luzon. That's going to be another free throw para sa Eagles. And Moral's got to calm down. He is too psyched. Let's see what happens here. So there's Moral throwing a bit of an elbow. A little chicken wing, actually, against Paterbonia. So that's 5 team fouls already for Central Luzon. Actually, both teams are in the penalty already. Domingo attacking. Domingo missing. Oh, and an unsportsmanlike foul on Domingo as Boholano comes down holding his face. Got hit, I think, in the eye. This is worth a look. And you be the judge. Here's the drive by Domingo. Oh, yeah. There's a swing. That was definitely a swing right there. I don't know what he's complaining about. He swung his arm down. He could have avoided it. He didn't. And he's paying for it now. 2 free throws, Boholano, and possession for the Davao region. First is a miss. Right now, Central Luzon shooting themselves in the foot with these motions, extra motions, spurred by their emotions. Gotta keep it under control. But easier said than done. I mean, you guys were kids at one point. You understand what the pressure these kids are going through, and what they have on their shoulders. Couple that with the pressure from the region, the fans, your relatives, your neighbors, your friends, your classmates. Almost a steal by Moral. Moral comes out limping. It is 5 against 4. Boholano underneath. Boholano got to kick it out. 7 to shoot. Pellegrino double team. Bounces it off Lugtu. I beg your pardon. That was Bayan Ban trapped in the corner. Four seconds on the shot clock para sa Davao Eagles. Bayan Ban with the catch. Boholano to Pellegrino for 3. Air ball. 24-second shot clock violation. Coming down to 3 minutes remaining. And a foul by the Davao Eagles. Free throws para sa Central Luzon as both teams now in the penalty.
Number 20, that is your 4th personal foul. 4th personal foul substitution. Gitara.
Now big free throws coming up para kay Illescas. This is their biggest deficit. Down by 5. This is going down the wire. And I can't imagine what the viewers in Region 11 and Region 3 are feeling now. Second for Illescas is good. 2 for 2. And it's a 3-point game. Full court press para sa Central Luzon Patriots. Bayan Ban bring it across safely. Boholano finds an opening. Throws it up and misses. Not the play you want. If you're Coach Evangelio. Illesca attacking. Got it. 4-point run for Illesca. And Central Luzon now within 1. Dangerous pass. Recovered by Boholano. Eto si Bayanban, binabantayan ni Lugtu. Pellegrino burning some time off the clock. He wants an ISO against Mercado. 6 to shoot. Pellegrino dishes. Bayanban! Huge 3! Bayanban makes it a 4-point lead. And is that a timeout or a technical? They call a technical foul. I believe on Bayanban. What a pass, what a shot. And what a time for Davao to hit from beyond the arc. A little taunting perhaps para kay Bayanban. That was unnecessary. They don't have that big of a lead right now. They can't afford to give up points. And Illescas has knocked in his last 2 free throws. So Eagles gotta stay grounded here. Gotta play all ball. Tone down on the taunts. Now Illescas, they get a freebie. It's just a 3-point game. That was a 2-possession lead. Now it's just down to a 1-possession advantage. But as a Davao region, they as well are shooting themselves in the foot. All right, it's winning time. 3-point game. Final 2 minutes coming up. Illesca has scored the last 4 points. He's blocked by Laroya. Outstanding defensive play by Laroya against the taller Illesca. Big stop. Yeah, that was ball. Laroya. A great silent operator on the defensive end para sa Davao Eagles, an underrated defensive player. He has not displayed that knack through the first 4 games. What a time for him to come up big on the defensive end. And he knocks in the free throws as well. There's Coach Evangelio with the sign of the cross. He still believes, after being down by as many as 12 and trailing through at least 2.5 quarters, somehow the Eagles find a way to turn it around late in the 4th. Mercado. Bad shot. It's looking for a foul, looking for a call. The officials are letting this one go. They're biting their whistles and letting the players determine who will come out the winner in this semi-final matchup. Down to 10 seconds on the clock. Pellegrino. And that's a travel on Pellegrino. 4-point game, 1.5 remaining in regulation. Now Pellegrino arguing he got hit in the face. It goes both ways. You want some non-calls on one end, there are going to be non-calls on the other end. There's Moral sneaking in a soft elbow right on the face of Pellegrino. And it's all part of the antics, especially in a heated contest like this. Illesca, binabantayan ulit ni Laroya. He likes that one-on-one matchup. Illesca, turnaround, got it! 2-point game. Dangerous pass by Pellegrino. Now Mundas has it. Bayanban right in the middle. 11 on the shot clock para sa Davao Eagles. Now 7 to shoot. They've got to get into their set. 3 to shoot. Pellegrino. A prayer. Big miss. Moral has it. Laroya taking it away. Laroya stepping out of bounds. The clock stops at 40.5 seconds. And Moral is cramping up on both calves. Oh, Moral is in pain. This is not a good sign if you're Central Luzon. Your key player, your best playmaker Both shoes are off now. Extreme cramping on both calves. And he's cramping up again. They've got to get a hold of that foot. There it is. 40.5 seconds remaining. And Central Luzon is down by 2. They need their chief playmaker, but he's down. And it doesn't look, by the way things are right now, it doesn't look like he can get back in the game. It's going to be possession to Central Luzon because Laroya stepped out of bounds on the save attempt. Moral praying that he gets relieved of the cramps in time to get back in the game. I don't know how effective he can be. One move and he can be back on the floor again. He was already like this, perhaps, I think I saw it 2-3 minutes ago when he got left behind on a play and he was stretching out the right ankle first. Now both are a problem. He's getting massaged, he's getting iced, and he's still cramping up. He's still complaining about how they should treat him. And a stretcher's coming out. I don't think Moral is coming back in anymore. So Central Luzon will have to work on this 2-point deficit without their most creative offensive player available. They need a 2 to tie, although there's still plenty of time remaining. 40.5 seconds remaining. He's got to get some fluids in him, talking about Moral now, because ice and the massages are just a temporary measure. You got to get fluids in already at this point. I mean, he can't get up off his own accord. He's got to be lifted out on a stretcher to the sideline. We wish him a speedy recovery, because if they do make it to the finals tomorrow via the long route, because they're down by 2 right now, they're going to need him. And it's an early game tomorrow, the finals. I believe tentatively it's set at 8:30. The boys tomorrow is at 8:30. We're confirming because we have the elementary boys finals, the girls secondary level finals, and then the boys secondary level finals. 9:30, so it's 9:30. It's the secondary girls playing at 8:30, and at 6:30 in the morning the boys elementary level. A teaching moment right there for Coach Pedic Di Matulak. And he's gonna need every second of this downtime. Try to get a good play in without Moral available for the team. So it's Guevara, Iliasca, Domingo, Calixto, and Mercado on the floor for the Patriots of Central Luzon. Meanwhile, it's Bayanban, Pellegrino, Mundas, along with Laroya and Baterbonia for the Davao Eagles. Just an update, they're bringing fluids now and hydration salts for Moral. I'm passing right in front of us so I can see what they're bringing. Still some wet spots from the ice they used on Moral on the floor, so they're clearing that up as well, because this is going to be a really rapid 40.5 seconds. Possession with Central Luzon. I'm interested to see the play drawn up by Coach Pedic Di Matulak. Their second straight stint in the Palarong Pambansa in peril now against these high-flying Davao Eagles. All right, floor sorted. We're ready to resume. Guevara will inbound from the sideline. Calixto has it. Ilyeska now is their number one option.
10 seconds on the shot. 10 seconds. 24 seconds.
Baseline inbound ball tipped. 10 seconds to shoot. Para sa Central Luzon. Laroya on Ilyeska. He wants the ISO. Oh, that's an elbow. That's an offensive foul. Ilyeska saying it was a flop.
Offensive foul on number 14.
You be the judge. Here's a nice angle. Ngayon, bola ng Davao region up by 2. 29.9 seconds remaining. They will inbound from the backcourt to use up as much time on the clock as possible. No need to foul yet for Central Luzon. They get it across. Pellegrino trapped. Double team. Oh, he travels. Pellegrino travels. Now a turnover para sa Davao region. They're only up by 2. You look at the desperation on the face of Coach Evangelio. They needed that possession. They needed to burn some time off the clock and maybe even gotten a field goal or at least a trip to the free throw line. Pivot foot. There's a hop, skip, maybe a lift somewhere. So, a break going the way of Central Luzon. 20.1 seconds remaining. They get another look at the basket with plenty of time on the clock. The hopes of last year's first runner-up to return to the finals still alive. Now the Eagles have to play honest defense. Both teams are in the penalty. Can't afford to foul. Now both Coach Di Matulak and Governor Pineda on the board. As drawing up the play. Here we go. What half-court set will we see? The last 2 inbounds since the 42nd mark. Ilyeska was the main option offensively para sa Central Luzon. DAVRAA will inbound again. They're looking for Ilyeska on this 2-man play with Domingo. Domingo is fouled. That'll be free throws. There's a slight bump. So just box out. Yun lang sabi ni Coach Evangelio. Box out, box out. Because Domingo has been inconsistent with his free throws. He has split most of his trips. Tignan natin, he needs 2 to tie. First is a miss. The best he can do is make it a 1-point game now, unless they get an offensive rebound. Kaya nga yung senyas ni Coach Evangelio na box out is of utmost importance para sa Davao Eagles. Laroya, Mundas, Paterbonia trying to fight off Calixto and Ilyescas. It all boils down to this final free throw. It's good. 1-point game. Timeout for Davao. 11.4 seconds remaining in regulation. Davao Eagles, 1-point lead, and they have the ball with 11.4 seconds remaining. The semifinals of the 2025 Palarong Pambansa, and for Davao, the finals within reach. Meanwhile, last year's first runner-up in danger of falling out and not even making it to the finals this year. They put up about 2.4 more seconds back on the clock. So it's not 11 anymore. 11 and change. It's 13.6 to be exact. Now it's a half-court set for the Davao Eagles that was drawn up by Coach Evangelio during the timeout. They're not going to bring it from the backcourt. Huge inbound para kay Mundas. They get it in. Pellegrino back out to Mundas. Mundas travels again. Back-to-back traveling violations para sa Davao region. No complaint for Coach Evangelio. He knew it before the whistle was even blown. He buried his head in his hands after the travel. Yep, there it is. Mundas did the Harlem Shuffle and turned the ball over. The breaks of the game falling the way of Central Luzon. And they have taken advantage of all of them. But this last one, they will go for the win. 9.9 seconds remaining. Domingo fumbles it a bit. Illescas against La Roya. Dribbles it off his foot. Illescas with a turnover, but it's not over yet. 1.9 seconds remaining. Bola pa rin ng Davao Eagles. There's still a Hail Mary of a shot. Kung maka-turnover, maka-force ulit ng turnover ang Central Luzon, can get another possession, but with 1.9 seconds remaining, they're not going to have a lot to work with. There's the clear turnover, dribbling it off his foot, Illescas. And you can't really tell the crowd reaction here, who they're rooting for. They're rooting for the action, they're rooting for the passion that these kids, these boys are displaying. Still a sliver of a chance para sa Central Luzon if they can force another turnover. And that's what they've done the last two plays kontra sa Davao Eagles. But again, 1.9, that's working against Central Luzon. With that much time remaining, even if you force a turnover, you don't have much to work with para makakuha ng isang magandang tira for the win. Now, if you're the Davao Eagles, get a good inbound, don't turn it over. You can allow yourself to get fouled because both teams are in the penalty. You can go to the line to shoot free throws, but just don't turn it over. And 1.9 is enough for a couple of dribbles and a good look. What are they going to do? Wow. Right away, three players down on the floor. There's a quick foul. So, going to be free throws for Bahenting with 1.4 seconds remaining. So may oras pa para makakuha ng magandang tira itong Central Luzon. Even if Bahenting makes it, he will only put the lead up to a single possession still. Now Coach Limatulak and Governor Pineda using this opportunity as a timeout to draw up a quick 1.4-second play. If Mahenting makes both, which he does not and will not, Central Luzon can go for a win with a Hail Mary 3. Coach Evangelio on your screens ng Davao Eagles. I'm sure by now somebody from Region 3 and Region 11 screaming at their TVs or mobile devices right now. Battle for the loose ball. Bundas has it, and that'll do it! The Eagles have landed in the finals of the 2025 Palarong Pambansa, taking out last year's first runner-up. So the top two teams from the 64th Palarong Pambansa have been booted out of the competition. The Davao Eagles, loud and proud, fly to the finals, which will happen tomorrow. A big loss para sa Central Luzon was not having Kenji Moral, one of their best players, on the floor due to cramps at the 42nd mark of the fourth quarter. And you see how much pain it is for these boys to lose today. They've given up so much. They went through so many competitions, municipal, regional, to make it to the national level, the Palarong Pambansa, and yet to come up short in the second to the last stage. There is Moral, still getting treated for the cramps. He's looking much better now. You know, proud coaching staff para sa Davao Eagles. They made it through and remain undefeated through to the finals, and also dealing Central Luzon their first loss of the 2025 Palarong Pambansa. And in a true show of sportsmanship, all the Eagles go up to Moral, wish him a speedy recovery, and give him a low 5. Final score: slim 1-point win, but a win is a win, as they say. And the Davao Regional Athletic Association through to the finals, taking down the Central Luzon Regional Athletic Association. One finalist in, one more to go. As you look at the highlights of this match between the Patriots and the Eagles, coming up next, Western Visayas taking on Southern Tagalog Calabarzon to determine who will go up against the Eagles in the finals tomorrow. Stay tuned. It happens moments from now right here on One Sports Plus and Pilipinas Live.